Hey, thank you for coming back. And today I'd like to talk to you about another set of headphones. And they kind of are a throwback to like the 80s and 90s type headphones. And it's these right here. This is the JLab Rewind 2. Now, back in the like 80s and 90s, kind of like when the Sony Walkman came out, you used to see headphones like this, but it would be wired, not wireless, like these are. Now, inside the box, not only do you get the headphones, you get a really good instruction manual on how to work it. This is more like your warranty information that comes with it. A couple different languages. You get a very small charging cable, and it's USB Type-C to USB Type-C. This might be like maybe a 4-inch cable. And if you notice, these have kind of orange sponges for the earmuffs. Well, they give you the black ones as well. And it's kind of easy to get them on and off. Of course, it's just like the old ones where they slide in and out to get them going. And only on one side is there a button. And it's not really labeled anything either. Well, let me put it this way so you can see the JLab logo. But this is the button. It's nice and big. Has a little bit of a click. Not sure if the microphone will pick it up. And that's also like your power on and off, your mode button, things of that nature. And of course, you can put them on either way you want, either this way or that way, but these really don't feel comfortable one way. Basically, I would suggest, see how this kind of loops out this way? That should be facing towards the back, okay? Now, these have up to 20 hours of runtime, and that really kind of depends upon the volume of these headphones. You can connect two devices at once. So if you got your phone or device or whatever, and your friend wants to connect and listen to what you're doing, you can kind of, or you want to hear what's going on their phone, you can do that too. The frequency response of these drivers, as a matter of fact, let me just pull these off. And the frequency response is 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz. By the way, I don't know how well this is going to pick up in here, but that only on one of them. You got to take the sponges off really to get to the charging port. And I really wish they would have put the charging port somewhere on the outside, but they put it here on the inside, and it is kind of a pain to get to right there. It's Bluetooth 5.0, which gives you about 30 plus feet. Now that also is probably direct line of sight from your device. If you go into your bathroom and downstairs into the basement, it'll probably disconnect. I didn't try that, sorry. The supported protocols are HSP, HFP, A2DP, AVRCP. There's a 2200 milliamp hour battery in these, and a 10-minute charge will give you an hour and a half of runtime. These are 36 millimeter neodymium drivers. Okay, pretty much that's it for the specs on this thing. So what I'm going to do right now is stop. I'm going to give you a whole bunch of charts, which is basically this thing. And then I'm going to give you an example of the built-in microphone of these headphones. I'll be right back. Okay, right now what you are hearing is the built-in microphone of the JLab Rewind 2 wireless headset. So, what do I really think of these? Well, I think they're pretty good. And to be honest, I think this microphone on this set of headphones is actually pretty decent as well. It's much better than some of the other built-in microphones of some of the other JLab products I had unreviewed, and better than some of the other earbuds, other name brand earbuds that I reviewed for you before. So I think the microphone is pretty good, and hopefully this right here is a very good test for you of the built-in microphone of the JLab Rewind 2 wireless headphones. Okay, I think that's good enough test for you. So, let's get back to the review and my final thoughts. Okay, hopefully you liked the test video. So, what do I think of the JLab Rewind 2 wireless headphones? Well, they're not going to be as good as a full-on set of headphones, we know, with the cushions to cover your ear, or the good earbuds that'll fit inside your ear canal to kind of shut down everything that's going on around you. But they do have a pretty good sound to them once you use the JLab app, okay? So let me get into that. Right out of the box, without using the JLab app, just using my phone, they sound a little bit sterile or clinical, and not really all that warm, if you will, straight out of the box. Now, if you happen to have an amp or an app, yes, it's raining here in Michigan. I don't know if you just heard that nice big thunderclap. Now, if you happen to have a music playing app on your phone that has an EQ, you'll probably be able to dial in these a little bit too as well to make them sound good. But right out of the box, like I said, without any app or anything of that nature, these are kind of a cold sounding set of headphones. Almost like the original set of headphones back in the 80s and 90s when the Walkman came out, where you had to use the tone or EQ on the thing to make them sound pretty decent. I'm not saying they're a horrible sound, it's just that, you know, like I said, it's a little cold. It's not warm. There's not really a whole lot of low end and mid range and stuff right out of the box. I mean, there is, but it's a little cold. So I would highly recommend that you get the JLab app for this, because you can either customize an EQ. There's 3 preset EQs in there, and it just makes these come alive a lot better. With the JLab app, boy, did these things really come alive. Like I said, they really had a good amount of good character to them. I was really able to dial in the sound that I really wanted out of these things, and that was using a custom one. But the one I really like to use is one of the presets in there, and it's basically pretty much the JLab signature EQ, and that's the one that I really do like using for these. If you want, like I said, they got a customizable EQ that you can put your own setting in there and customize it. It'll remember it, and you can really dial up the bass in there, and they sound pretty good. And with the app, these things sound great. One of the things that I do like about these is the simple fact that they don't cut out a lot of the ambient noise. So if I happen to be mowing the lawn, just walking down the street or whatever, I can still hear everything going on around me. The only other drawback of these is they don't get that loud either, to the point where it's going to like hurt your ears or, you know, damage your hearing or anything. In a way, that could be a good thing with the way the world is today and how crazy people are. You know, you can still hear the music, but you can still hear everything going on around you. Also, you won't be able to, you know, really not disturb people that are sitting or standing around you with whatever you happen to be listening to either. So if you happen to like the retro style type headphones from like the Walkman era type deal, yeah, these are a great little thing to get. They're great too because they're extremely lightweight. These have got to be, of course, the lightest things I've ever put on my head. You really don't notice that they're there. Yeah, your ears get slightly warm with the foam on there, but not overly warm to the point where they're going to start sweating. So would I recommend you get the JLab Rewind 2s? Yeah, they're very lightweight. They're really small and compact. Like I said, it's not really cutting out a whole lot of the ambient noise. So if that's something you're looking for, great, you know. But at the same time, just pay attention. Just remember that you have to use the JLab app to get the most out of these headphones, unless you happen to have an app on your phone that has a built-in EQ where you can kind of dial it in yourself. But I would still recommend getting the JLab app, because when I connected it to my phone, opened up the app, there was a firmware update for the headphones. Not the app, a firmware update for the headphones. Okay? So just keep that in, get that in mind. And one of the other things too that these headphones do is you get voice prompts. Like when they finally connect to Bluetooth, it'll tell you, it'll say Bluetooth connected, and it'll even tell you how much battery life is in there. Like battery full, battery at 80%. It'll tell you all that. It'll tell you when you get a voice telling you that it's been powered on or powered off, or if you're disconnected from Bluetooth. So it's not a bad little thing to have. They're very lightweight. Well, I mean, obviously I got the orange on, but they're not so conspicuous. You know, they're not just standing out saying, hey, I got these headphones. And it came in at a really good price. I happen to have got them on sale from JLab. I got them for like around 20 bucks. I think they're normally maybe like 50 bucks, but maybe they'll go on sale again. I just happen to like small things like this. Just so, like, if I'm driving around while listening to music, walking around, I'd still like to hear everything going on. And like I said, they're very lightweight. You almost sometimes forget that you're wearing them. So if you happen to like this video... Oh, wait, before I say that. So, once again, JLab 2 Rewind. Yes, they are definitely worth getting, especially if you want something very small, very lightweight, something that's not going to stand out. And like I said, if you put the black ones on, the orange won't stand out so much. So a lot of people may not necessarily see that you have them on. So I would recommend you get the JLab Rewind 2s. To me, they're worth it. But definitely get the JLab app to get the full potential out of these headphones. Okay, if you happen to like this video, please give it that thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel and don't forget about that notification bell. It would really help me out a lot if you were to share this video and maybe a few more of my others on all of your social media. And until the next video, you, your friends, your family, and yes, even all of your pets, you all have a great day. I'll see you in the next video.